Welcome everybody to the We Hate Anime podcast. The only podcast that forgot to pull up the Patreon information.
Let's
Not
go.
again.
I'm your host, Big Mike. Joining me as not per usual for this seasonal episode of We Hate Anime is Tiduidu.
This was a mistake and a waste of time, but I'm here, I guess.
Says the man recording at fucking 2:30 in the morning.
That's exactly why this is a mistake.
Woo!
Also, is for his second ever seasonal. And
This is like my third or fourth.
Is it? You haven't been on that many seasonals, have you?
I've been on quite a few. Hold on. What was my first seasonal? I don't even fucking remember.
Research time.
I'm
Him up.
Is Doku though? We got the Sudoku.
It is me.
The Sudatku.
This is probably gonna be my
And-
last episode for like a minute because my wife's due date is next Saturday.
Yeah. So not only is this Doku's 15th seasonal, Doku is also graduating, much like a idol, at least until the child is 5.
Doku is like,
works.
okay, yeah, time to become a responsible parent. Peace, no more podcasting. my daughter can't find this. Delete all the records.
Man, she's gonna be fucked up.
We'll probably be able to find time. Like you'll probably be able to find time to be on for like if we're doing something you're already interested in. Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Man, it's fucked up how more and more people I know are getting kids. I feel old now.
Wait, getting? How do you think child birth happens? Getting shit like acquired? Do you think Doku stole a baby?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, you did steal your wife's heart.
No.
Oh.
You should probably give it back to her before she dies. Let's go.
Moth really wanted
it
to
is-
be here, but he's not.
He has
fuck Mom.
he has some cringe-ass family meeting. How dare he have an actual loving family?
Well, I can do a Moth impression. Did I ever tell you guys the story about how I accidentally went to a KKK rally?
I went there to get some milk. I didn't expect all that white's in there.
My moth impression is much more accurate. Slur. I kid, of course. I love you, Moth. I wish you were better, but I love you. much like any parent to their child. I wish you were better, but I'll put up with how you are.
Much like most of the anime this season.
So true. So before we get into the season, I haven't been on an episode in a minute. So let's just do the old fashioned chitty chat. How have y'all been? Other than Doku having a kid, I don't care about that.
I played Bloodborne like 3 times. Bloodborne's a good game.
Is it in order to get ready for your wife's pregnancy because of the themes?
No. It's just because I hate the British.
So
true.
It's come up before, I think, but I am someone who is weirdly very good at Souls-like games. I say weirdly because you wouldn't assume I would be, because I'm bad at inputs.
I've seen you try to play literally any game.
Yeah, no. I only learned that I'm good at Souls-like games because I played them all like by myself because I didn't have friends, and then I got a friend and he was playing Dark Souls 2, and he was having trouble with the pursuer fight, and me being someone who played a lot of fucking Dark Souls and thinks the games are easy, was like, wow, that fight sucks. The fight's easy except for the blue stab. And he was like, what blue stab? And I was like, you haven't even gotten to him to do the blue stab? How are you this bad? And I just go over to his house. I sit down on his couch and I'm like, I'll play this for you. Just watch what I'm doing. And he and his friend, 2 people. This is 2 people. It's not just him. It's not just like he's a loser. Both of them watched with awe as I expertly fought this boss. Like, and didn't die. I think I got hit once, And like Dark Souls 2, and this is pre-Scholar of the First Sin, so the fucking hitboxes were still shit.
Yep.
And like, I was just like, yeah, it's the game. And they were both looking at me like I was an insane person. And I didn't understand. I didn't understand for a very long time that no, I'm just oddly good. And it wasn't until I played Bloodborne actually, and I got into the PvP of Bloodborne. I never lose in the PvP of Bloodborne ever, and it was so fucking weird to me. And I hate sounding like I'm bragging, because I'm bad at video games.
I've heard
terrible.
stories about you trying to play Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
I
hope that when you beat that, when you have beaten that boss, you just handed the friend, your friend, the controller, and said, "Now you have cheated not only the game but also yourself."
you know what? I said something like that. I was like, no. This is some fucking. I could not believe you couldn't get past this boss. And then he walked into the Bastille and immediately got fucking owned by the fucking Ruined Sentinels. And I was like, you know what? Kind of fair. That fight's hard on your first try. And then he continued to get ruined by the Ruined Sentinels for like a solid 4 hours. And I was like, it's time to go home.
My dear friend, do you not have pattern recognition?
But yeah, I am really bad. Like, Devil May Cry 3, I played for the first time as an adult. And when I got to Cerberus, the first boss that you get within the first hour, I could not fight him unless I just stayed as far away from him as possible and just spammed guns.
Cerberus is a vibe check, so that's fair.
Yeah. I remember like the original release of Devil May Cry 3 in the West had the Japanese hard mode as the default difficulty, and I ate so much shit to Cerberus, like holy shit.
They were off the fucking goop when they did that. I played hard mode recently for the first time.
It's really
hard.
I
don't know what the fuck they were thinking.
Yeah, especially as you have no fucking upgrades or anything.
And that's when you have the full moveset.
Yeah, full moveset, longer health bar, like Jesus fucking Christ, my man.
Reminds me of European Extreme in the good Metal Gear Solid games.
Yeah. Oh. Man, I miss good Metal Gear Solid games, but what can you do?
Hey, at least we got Revengeance is coming back, baby.
Yeah, let's go. But I fucking wish they got ported to PC. Like, Revengeance is on PC, but everything fucking else.
Yeah, no, fucking 2 and 3 need to be on PC. Well, 2 and 1 are on PC, actually.
I know, I played 2 for the first time on PC, and it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, no, it don't work. But it's there.
If you press the escape button, the game fucking crashes.
You certainly do escape.
Yeah. That's the real tactical espionage action.
You know what? That is thematically acceptable for Metal Gear Solid 2.
Hey, MGS2 is a good game.
It is, but you get to the end of the game and it does the thing. Why am I trying to dance around spoilers to a 20-year-old game?
Raiden, you should kill yourself now.
God, when Colonel Campbell said that, I felt it. Metal Gear Solid 2, my first Metal Gear Solid game.
Damn.
Oh, really? Oh.
It is weird to go into Metal Gear Solid 2 to be your first, considering it is a video game that does nothing but reference the first one.
Yeah, it's a sequel about being a sequel. The first Metal Gear I've beaten was Metal Gear Solid 1. As a child that did not speak a lick of English, and because of that I didn't know the trick to beating Psycho Mantis. Fun fact, you can beat Psycho Mantis without changing the controller port. It's really fucking irritating, and I would not do it if I wasn't fucking 10.
That's insane.
That's the most Polish thing you've ever said to me, and you've said a lot of Polish shit to me.
I played them all in order when I was in high school.
Console games weren't localized into Polish until the fucking PS3 era.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, just fucking clear my throat. What about you, Tid? What you been up to?
Let me see. Ever since I was last here, I released a bunch of videos, including on Chainsaw Man. I've read Fire Punch in full. I've technically beaten Lobotomy Corporation, by which I mean I've gotten to day 47 and chickened the fuck out and watched the rest of the cutscenes.
Me when I reached level 33.
Yeah. But aside from that, it's been a lot of traveling around the country, getting shit for my wedding, and being really stressed about the financial cost of that. And if I'm not fucking buried in this suit and those shoes, this will be a bad investment considering
Yeah.
how much they fucking cost.
Yeah, one thing they don't tell you about planning a wedding is that you have to get actual MacGuffins.
Yeah.
No, you got to get a bunch of MacGuffins.
You gotta give them a bunch of
Chekhov's
plot
guns.
coupons to proceed with the wedding.
Worst thing is about the MacGuffins is that they're all like fucking set items and they don't work if another person also doesn't equip them. It's a horrible deal.
Oh yeah,
How'd you
fucking. I gotta talk about this. It's going to drive me fucking insane. Kirby, the new Kirby came out.
Yeah.
Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. I need everyone listening to this to fucking go out and buy Kirby and the Forgotten Lands and play it.
I mean, I don't have a Switch. I can buy it, but what's the point?
Just buy the
Buy
game.
it
I don't
and
care.
send it to me.
The game is fucking goated with the sauce. It's probably going to be my game of the year.
Man, I like Kirby games from what I've played, but I never got why it got such a fucking rabid following. It's just, oh yeah, it's a cute little game. I played it once and I put it down and that was the end of it.
They're good. They're good games.
I
Forgotten Lands is
recently-
the Metroid Dread of Kirby games.
I've seen gameplay of Metroid Dread. What does that mean?
It means it's probably the best game in the series.
Okay, you say that, but in the one for the Super Nintendo, whenever you have the cat companion with the rock ability, the cat, and you use your attack, the cat pushes you down as if you are a washcloth that he uses to wash the ground with.
Yes. This one has Throat Goat Kirby.
I mean,
Oh, I see. Sudoku is fan of the mouthful mode. Oh no.
the mouthful mode shit is so fucking cursed.
That
Like
was
as soon
just
as that was
hilarious.
announced, the first thing I saw was Kirby schlorbing on a Norb.
There are
One
two
of
kinds
the
of people.
first things you
Those-
do is and each of the mouth modes has a name. So like, one of the first ones you do is called Dome Kirby, or Dome Mouth.
There are exactly two kinds of people who saw mouthful mode. One of them were terrified, and the other were like, "I don't get it. This is exactly what I do with my Kirby plushie every day anyway. What's the big deal?"
Damn it. It's a very good mechanic that has a very Kino ending.
Wait, how can the mechanic have an ending?
Well, I mean, like the way it integrates itself into the ending. It's very good.
Kirby-
Okay.
Kirby Throat goes the king da.
Yeah. God damn it.
It's almost-
I hate it so much.
It's not as good as Planet Robobot ending, which is literally just Gurren Lagann. But it's pretty good.
What
I'll
the fuck
take
is
your
this
word
series?
for it.
So in Planet Robobot, the whole gimmick of the game is that Kirby's in a mech, and he can use the mech to get copy abilities. Well, he uses the mech to copy. In the ending, he uses the mech to copy Meta Knight's ship,
Okay, you know what? That's pretty raw.
That's pretty cool.
and then you do like a whole flying section for like the final boss. And then at the end of that flying section, Kirby jumps out of the ship, has a big old drill, and then you have to like spin the stick around to beat the final boss with the drill.
That's that. You know what? That's pretty raw.
It's great.
Maybe I'll go back and play that one. I also do plan on playing the new Kirby game because I played the demo and it is very fun and cute. I like how whenever they were designing the game, they were worried about like multiple enemies being like a problem for Kirby to deal with in 3D, and to like fix that, but still have like enemies be on screen. Occasionally, there's just enemies sleeping in the background, just chilling.
Yeah, it's great. It's adorable. I love it.
Ready to be bored.
Yes.
I've been living the fucking shit life. I went back to Arkansas to get my car.
That's the
So
worst.
I
got my
have
car.
yeah. It was a 12-hour bus ride, and then a 10-hour drive back. And
The battle bus.
Why didn't you take your car with you when you were leaving the Arkansas?
I had no one to drive it.
Oh.
The only person I had to drive it was my sister, and she assumed the car was going to explode.
I mean, that's a fair assumption, I suppose.
But like my car is fine. It just looks like a piece of shit, and I talk about how shitty it is. So she assumed it was falling apart. It's not. The engine's in great condition. It just like anyone with a car that's 20 years old, I talk shit about my car a lot.
Fair.
Sometimes you just gotta hit it right to start it. I get it.
So I did that. I did that last week. Was it last? Yeah, it was a week ago. In fact, I got back in town exactly a week ago, and I did all that while fighting chest infection that I'm still dealing with.
Oh no!
But to make up for it, I watched during the trip and after the trip. I watched the entirety of Ranking of Kings.
I need to watch that.
That anime is fucking awesome.
I gotta watch that.
I really need to watch it.
Yeah, I watched Vivi, which is also a Wheat Studio original, and I enjoyed it a whole ton. It's a really good series, and we're gonna probably tackle Ranking of King next after we finish this season, because me and Milov are watching seasonals now. Because hey, two shows this season, really good.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Which probably jump right into what did y'all watch from last season?
Everything.
Oh God! What even?
I guess technically, Ranking of Kings was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, it was.
No, actually, last season I don't fucking know what came out last season. Oh, I know. I watched Attack on Titan, and that's it.
That happened last season. It's still not over.
Final season part 2, still not actually final. Still one more to go.
I gotta go back and look at last season because I don't remember.
I think the only thing I fucking watched was My Dress Up Darling.
Yeah,
I gotta watch that.
That show fucking owns.
That show. I'm looking at the list. The only thing I remember from that season was My Dress Up Darling. That had one of the best last episodes in an anime that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it's good.
That's always good. Yeah.
The opening is fucking still stuck in my head. It's a good opening.
It is, and the ED is fucking awesome too.
Is adorable. I love it so much. It is
the
like
only thing
80s
that's
as
not
fuck.
cool about the My Dress Up Darling ED is how scared the main character is of the trans octopus.
Man, what the fuck is up with this rom-com renaissance recently?
I don't know. It feels like the 2010s era when like everything was just a pretty good rom-com.
I think what's happening here is that you have grown older and realized that rom-coms are just better.
That's true. That's very true.
That's very true.
You're no longer a jaded, edgy 2010s
No.
man.
I'm still jaded and edgy. I just don't have long hair anymore.
You know,
no.
I want to put it out there. I know Doku's working on videos. I'm working on videos too. I currently have finished a script for a Toradora video.
Oh, based.
That is great. It's amazing. It's like I feel very strongly about the quality of this script. But because of me having to get my car, I spent fucking $500 doing that. So I have no money to pay Lardo to make my videos. So I've put on hiatus both writing and also making him make stuff. Because he also makes stuff for Nicole, and we currently owe him money for the video he's currently making.
See, this is why you gotta be smart and actually hire Frog and pay him in flies. That's a much better deal.
But yeah, other than like My Dress Up Darling, I don't know if there's anything from last season like I really cared about.
The case study of Vanitas, the season 1 part 2 ended. That was kind of neat.
Tell us, because I know you really care about that. You should probably talk about it.
It was very gay.
Oh, that's why.
So the whole last 2 episodes are the 2 main characters fighting, like having an actual like action scene against each other, and it's the main character Noe, who's the vampire. He's the actual vampire. Realizes that Vanitas, who is the vampire doctor, who's a human and not actually a vampire, for the entire fight, he keeps talking about how he's going to set him free, and Noe realizes, oh wait, by set you free, you mean be alone. And then the fight ends with Noe being like, I will never set you free.
So
which is the gayest shit I've ever heard in my life.
That is very homosexual.
Yes, so I wanted to say that I also wanted to ask, is it Berserk gay or Promir gay? But that sounds very Berserk gay, yeah.
And then the last episode, Vanita says, if one person is to kill me, I would like it to be him. Referring to Noe, which is the second gayest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's very good. It's got good gay vampires. It's got good animation. It's got a pink-haired twink named Astolfo who fucking
all vampires
vampires
are either gay or landlords. So really, what's the difference?
So true. Now that Moth's here, we can say whatever let the bullshit we want to say. So landlordship is cringe, and you shouldn't do it.
A friend of mine just today got into shit with a landlord because they're never home because they constantly work, and now suddenly the landlord said, "Oh yeah, your room is a total mess, and your name is on the contract, so you're paying for the cleaning service." And they're like, "Wait, but that's my roommates. I don't fucking care. You make them pay." And it's okay, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So yeah, fuck landlords.
Yeah, no, fuck landlords.
If
you're a landlord and you're listening to this, stop.
Yeah,
I know at least one.
Actually, wait, hold on. Wait. Donate to our Patreon. Now stop listening.
It pains me.
Yeah, if you're a landlord and you feel bad about being a shitty person, donate to the We Hate Anime podcast Patreon. That's right. We're going straight from what we watched last season, which was very little, into the Patreon plug. Let's go. I want to thank our beautiful, beautiful Patreons. From the $1 a month Quadrasic, did I say that right?
Quadratic, very close.
Yes. You are a good little cube, and we appreciate you. We also have our two $5 a month patrons. That's Kev Online, friend of the show, one of the bestest boys in the world. Please watch his stuff on YouTube. His YouTube channel is Itsimo Listless.
Hey,
the other one is Nicole Carter, my lovely girlfriend.
Hey, Nicole.
You smell like poop, you stupid bitch.
Oh, goddamn.
I know where you sleep, and I'm not afraid to tell other people.
I hear she reads Homestuck.
And, God, she needs to finish Homestuck, that fucking poser. I want to reach out and let everyone know that we have a new $25 a month patron. Their name is Daniel Ashley. Thank you so much, Daniel Ashley. We were going to say something about you last episode, not last week. But Moth is a coward and therefore forgot. But thanks to Daniel, who is a producer, we have the subject for the next video, for the next podcast picked out.
Thanks, Daniel.
We're going to be watching. It may not be the next episode, but I'm planning it for it to be the next one. It depends on how things work out. Typical. We're watching all of the Dean Stay Night, which is...
baby, I'm
watching all of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely watching all of it.
Let's fucking go.
What the worst thing that could happen is that I like it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the worst case scenario. I want you to know. The worst thing is I get into Fate.
Man with Neko Arc Avatar, very excited to get into Type Moon for the first time.
I play No Two Blood, it's fine. I'm allowed to have it.
I've been shitting on Fate for so long. The things I know about Fate are the stupidest things in the world. But like, there's also things I know about Fate that are really raw, and I'm kind of interested in it. Like, I know what Ultimate Blade Works is, so I'm kind of interested to see what that is.
It's gonna be a bit fucking funky because Dean State Night is very weird because it tried to condense the most important plot lines from all the three routes into one storyline, which doesn't really work. But my advice with Fate is as follows: read the original visual novel. Nothing else exists unless you wanted to.
Oh, what? You don't think the weird lolly Yuri show should be watched?
I mean, as I said, unless you want it to exist, then it pops into existence.
It's like
Thank you
Evangelion.
Thank you so much, Daniel, and the rest of our patrons. If you want to be like them and tell us what to watch, you can donate $25 a month to patreon.com/wehateanime. Thank you, everybody. Now let's get on
Thank you.
to...
I just want to dial back for a while to Nicole, and because Homestuck was mentioned, my good friend Playhead North read all of Homestuck in 9 days and made a video about it. Go watch it.
Yes, watch that video. That video is awesome. Send this to Playhead North, me saying this. I love that video. You recently said you're gonna upload you're gonna read the friend sim. You posted about it on fucking either Twitter or on YouTube.
She's streaming it now, I think.
Yeah, do that. Make a video about it, you coward. With all that said and all dues paid, let's now get into the 2020. God, I went back in time. The 2022 spring anime season.
2020 never ended. It's spring free now.
Shut. Don't. This is a good season of anime, everybody. It's a really good season of anime.
Despite what Moth was saying, that bitch.
Yeah, Moth. This is so fucked up. Moth going into the season, before I posted the season list, which was 3 months ago, was like, man, this season looks like it's gonna be shit. And I was like, no, it's not. Look at I found an entire list worth, and then he was like, oh, it's still shit. And I was like, it's not though. And then this bitch comes around and is like, yo, add these 4 shows to the list. I want to talk about them. And it's like, you stupid baby, you big dumb baby.
Let's start with the most mid one that Moth wanted to fucking add. Birdie Wing.
Full disclosure, Mike did not watch Birdie Wing.
Yeah,
Good.
I watched it, and here's the fucking learning curve with the first episode. Oh man, it's fucking golfing. Oh, they're actually doing something like a shonen battle anime with golfing. That might be actually interesting. Oh wait, it's still fucking golf, so they repeat the same fucking things 5 times.
What is she? What is her job? What does she do? I don't understand.
She's very good at hitting balls. That's all you need to know.
But
Let's go!
She's not like a professional golfer. People just pay to play her in golf. She is a golf mercenary. I do not understand what's going on.
And also, I only play golf for the money. So, become a professional, get a sponsorship. It's
You're obviously good enough to have a sponsorship. There's a bunch of top players who know who you are. Why aren't what's going on here?
Yeah, why are you pretending to be another woman to keep her in the finals or whatever? My notes for the show went as follows. I was like, oh, okay, this is golf. Oh, okay, the visuals are sometimes interesting. I kind of appreciate that this takes place in not Europe, in sort of not London, and the characters are pretty diverse racially. And then I just finished the episode, I deleted all of that and put in mid. And that's my notes.
I like the design of the main girl. I think she has a good character design. That's
a good character.
I like how there was that one girl who got introduced at the end of the first episode who whips out her golf club. She's like, "Oh my god, that's a big ass golf club!" And it's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It has so many inches. She fucking calls it like a god would hold his sword, and we all know that's a metaphor for his dick.
It was
so that
it
girl
was
is
much too
fucking
big to be called a golf club.
This lump of iron. Sounds like a boring show. The only shows that can be saved from good character designs are shonen, and Bleach taught me that.
No, Bleach still can be saved. Bleach is very good when you just look at the official art but don't actually read it.
That's what I just said.
Fucking got him.
Okay, so from one type of mid to another type of mid. Let's talk about Heroines Run the Show, which Moth also wanted to talk about.
Why?
So, I don't think... Okay. I was really interested to try to watch the second episode and then didn't.
That's fair.
Because I was like, okay, there's no way this first episode is actually like, it's like it doesn't give you the concept well enough. I mean, it does. It tells you what the show's going to be about, but I don't think it. I don't know what I'm saying. The first episode wasn't good.
It does very little in the first episode. The fucked up thing is like, I watched it and I was like, okay, this seems like a fun premise. Country Bumpkin is between two hot boy idols, and now she's their manager. Okay, cool. I like her design. Her eyebrows are very thick and cute. But every time she speaks, my ears just bleed. I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, she's got a voice worse than like the Black Clover protagonist almost.
Oh, that's harsh.
Like, okay, that is too harsh. The fucking Black Clover protagonist is worse, but he's like, it's different. When the Black Clover, I don't fucking know this character's name, and don't correct me because I don't care. It's a fucking terrible shonen show.
Koki Tsuba.
When
Black
that
Cloversman.
That dude is only annoying when he screams. This girl is always annoying, but like at a lower pitch, you know? It's like a constant droning, I'm gonna drive you crazy noise.
No, that's the problem. It's a higher pitch. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, well,
I don't know what y'all are talking about. It did not bother me at all.
You should get your ears checked. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So there were a few shows I didn't have time to watch. I picked the ones that just looked boring to not watch. So why don't you guys tell me about Tomodachi Game?
Okay.
Tomodachi Game is Squid Games, but Danganronpa.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
It's literally just Squid Game, but with like 5 dudes.
yeah, it's Squid Game with 5 characters that insist
And the
they
power
are
of
friends.
friendship.
And they try to fucking force entire character development in one episode to make you care about those characters. They fail, but at the very end, when they actually get to the fucking game, I was kinda intrigued because it's like, you know, truth or lie. But if one person decides something against the group, that's where the coin goes, and there's hidden agendas actually that as transpires, but. At the end, I was like, you know what, maybe I'll watch this for more games, and I never did. I think I won't.
It seemed neat. It seemed really interesting. I just didn't watch more of it.
I watched it at 1.5 speed and didn't miss anything, so I guess that says a lot.
So I just wanna like make a statement about the show, and you guys can say whatever you want about the statement. I looked at the premise and I was like, okay. So the premise of the show is that a group of friends they're in school and they're gonna go on like a class trip, and they all save money for the class trip, but then one of them steals the money for the class trip, and because of this they now have to fight each other to the death. Is this correct?
Not necessarily.
Not fight each other to the death, but Squid Games each other to death.
So one of them, so they all get kidnapped at the same time, and it's revealed that one of them has accumulated like something like 2 million yen in debt, something like that. And like they don't know who it is. They just know that the person who has accumulated this debt paid the entry fee, which is the money that was stolen for the school trip.
God, it literally is just Squid Games. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just Squid Game. It's Squid Game, but like a group of 5 friends.
It's
Kaiji. It seems kind of neat.
It's Kaiji, but in high school, and they really, really want you to believe that friendships are this very complicated thing that need to be discussed over 24 episodes.
They're so right.
It looks penis. That's all I gotta say.
Speaking of looking penis, the dawn of the we scratched that one. I'm sorry.
Speaking of looking penis, Skeleton Knight in Another World.
Oh boy, there sure is a penis in there, right at the fucking start.
This show is like, man, you know what people love? The rape scenes in Demon Slayer. Let's condense the rape scenes in Demon Slayer.
Goblin Slayer, not Demon Slayer.
Oh.
I don't think Kimetsu no Yaiba has rape scenes.
It gets close. Let's condense the rape scenes from Goblin Slayer into like a 30-second chunk at the beginning of the episode, and then like in the mellow it the fuck out the rest of the time.
This is going to be a fucking unhinged take, but what Skeleton Knight reminds me of is that fucking Linkar webcomic where he tries to paint his alter ego as a superhero, but on the very first page, the main character ignores a rape because it's a scary word.
Are you saying this is a Lightbringer show? Or?
Yes, it is.
I fucking hate you.
You know I'm right.
This show was kind of fun. If you ignore that,
The show.
There were parts of the show that I thought were like interesting. Okay, interesting asterisk for a shitty isekai.
Yeah. I like the fact he's a skeleton. I always appreciate skeletons.
Yeah. So it's this dude who gets isekai'd into this world, and because he falls asleep playing WoW. It's WoW. And he basically wakes up in this world as his WoW character, but his WoW character is a skeleton paladin, something like that.
Yeah, Holy Knight, skeleton, something.
Yeah.
It's really. So
I was really angry. He still felt hunger at first, like a fucking normie.
Yeah, like I think the show would be way cooler if like he gets like falls asleep comes into the world, but now he has the body of a literal skeleton and all the advantages and disadvantages insofar.
Yeah, but it's just the skin apparently.
What I expected looking at this was basically Brooke from One Piece in a fantasy world. Which is not at all what I got. It's what I wanted.
This show is like, it's very much your standard overpowered protagonist in a isekai, but it seems like it's going for more of a slice of life feel. But like, it's still not. I'm not interested. I don't care.
Yeah, pretty much.
The opening fucking slaps.
Yeah, the opening is very like cool, 90s action. Schlock.
The singer is what's his name? Pellic K? Pellic?
Yeah. The fucking singer's like Swedish singer Pellic.
Yeah, he's fucking great.
It's really fun, and it's all the more jarring that they get to this fucking rock opera right after a rape scene.
Yeah, they really do.
Honestly, if the show had the energy of that opening, it would be the best show this season.
True.
Absolutely. But it's like the first episode's kind of slow. Like,
I haven't seen more than that, honestly. It just seemed way too generic. There's like no actual world building. It's just, this is a fire spell. Oh, this is a paladin. It's like nothing fucking happens.
Yeah. From one show with no world building to another show with very interesting world building. Let's talk about Trapped in a Dating Sim. The world of Otome games is tough for mobs.
This Doku did not watch this show.
Way too fucking good for the fucking premise. But like, okay, let me get into that.
Let's pause. Doku, do you know what an Otome game is?
Isn't that the show with the sister?
No. An Otome game is a dating sim in which you play the girl and you date boys.
Oh, it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's like Persona 3 Portable.
Trapped in a Dating Sim is basically a dude is forced by his hot sister to play a dating sim because she's going on vacation and she wants to have the ending recorded for her.
That's fucking insane. Like, I bought this game, but I don't actually want to play. Just get me the CG. It's like, bitch, Google it.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird. But after fucking playing the game to completion, he gets home. He gets hungry, leaves, slips and bashes his head open, and like he gets isekai'd into the world of the Otome game, which is actually it's a very cool world. There's mechs and like a war going on, and
there's
it's like Sakura War.
Yeah, it's pretty much like at the beginning he jokes like, "Oh, this world is all over the place. This game's all over the place." There's dating sim, but there's also like a strategy game mechanic and dungeon crawling. And I'm like, "Yo, sick! I want to play this game now."
Yeah, no, it's literally Soccer War.
No. Actually, it is very clearly more like there's an actual dating sim that it's aping. Let me pull up my Steam real quick because obviously I own it.
Oh yeah, Stardew Valley.
No, not Stardew Valley. Come on, Steam, fucking open. It
Rants?
is. I'm forgetting the name. Not Rants. Fuck you. I would never play Rants. I'm not a rapist. I'm not on a watch list somewhere. No, it's the one that's really violent, and it recently, like a couple years ago, got an official English translation.
No, okay, that's not Fate Stay Night. That never got translated.
No.
Fire Emblem.
Why isn't my Steam opening? What open? Like, whatever. It's aping that in that like there's a game within the dating sim where you like get in a robot and fight, and it's turn based.
Wait, Muramasa?
No, not Muramasa.
I need to buy that.
I do too. That actually looks pretty raw and pretty cool. But no, it is. But it's very much inspired by that thing. Its name I can't remember. God, I wish I could remember it because I own it and I played through it. The first game in the series is just the first game in that series is a standard visual novel.
Is
and
it
then
Love Esquire?
No, but it's love
fuck.
is part of the name. I think Live Alive.
Love is War.
Love Live. No, not Love Live. That's the dancing.
Mavlov?
Muv-Love. That's it. Yes.
Muv-Love. Okay, I know what Muv-Love is.
Yeah, the fucking second game in the Muv-Love series is like the protagonist from the first game, which is just a dating sim, gets isekai'd into an alternate reality in which bugs are brutally killing mankind.
Yo, based.
Because I've seen that one scene.
Yeah, me too. That's all I've seen from Mavlov.
Very fucked up. Very cool though. But anyway, yeah, that's like the energy this seems to be going for. Shout out to like the female designs for being like very cute and also having big boobs. I'm about it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
No, like I really enjoyed. I enjoyed this way more than I expected because the world building is pretty cool. Like it's a post science fiction fantasy, which I will always fucking dig.
I love that. That's my shit.
There's like some actual socio-economic things discussed. Like this is a matriarchy. Men just exist to die in wars and breed the woman, which is based.
Yeah. So now I know why Moth likes it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And like they're like, I'm very interested to see where this goes because like there is some incel shit in this.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of uncomfortable. If the second episode opens and he just hits a girl for being a woman, I'm gonna stop watching probably.
Now
I'm gonna start recommending it if that happens.
I show it to my daughter.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit your daughter. So from
speaking of wanting to hit children, Aharon is indecipherable. How do you fucking spell this word?
indecipherable, you
Yeah.
Polish cunt.
Fuck English. Either way, mid. Let's move on.
No, the show's adorable. Fuck you.
Fuck
and
you.
Moth. Moth also hates this show. And he's wrong.
Okay.
It's so fucking boring. Like, come on.
I'm not watching another episode of this show, but Aharin's adorable and I love her.
Yeah. It's the quirky girl is quirky show for this season.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. That's Komi-san season 2.
No, we don't count second seasons and quirky girls.
Put
And it's
her in
not
a
season
fucking
2,
washing
it's season
machine.
1 part 2.
Aharin is indecipherable. The first episode it has some really good bits in it, like when the main character's trying to decide the best way to communicate with her. So he's like, man, what if we like communicate through like we're touching each other and like I can hear the vibrations through my bones. So she's like, yeah, okay, and then she just starts headbutting him every single time she wants to talk to him.
It's great. I love the scene where they're like in the
feel-
arcade together and she just like she's there so often that she just snaps her fingers and they bring her the little step stool.
Yeah. That's
It's
good,
really
but
cute.
I feel like I would enjoy this way more as a manga, but as it is, like the voice acting and the absolute lack of any direction. Just
No, that's the best part. I love the absolute.
I love how the camera is always the same fucking shot.
I love the monotone of the main character. It's great.
In a season that didn't have as many bangers as this season does, this would be a show that I'd probably keep watching. But I've dropped it.
I don't know. Protagonist is just boneless Kion.
Fucking boneless. I don't know. We already did the skeleton show, so I can't.
Komi.
No. We can't go to Komi yet.
It's more Komi next show.
No,
boneless these nuts. Love after war domination.
No, that's Doku's. Oh
No.
Fucking stands down here.
I think we ran out of garbage actually. Now that I look at it.
Yeah, we have. Which is good, which says something that we're like scrambling to like, what's the lowest? And then like we found like 3 shows.
Yeah, no. This season's is absolutely packed with bangers.
The worst show is kind of okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. On the topic of Ahern, I just want to say it's about 2 quiet kids, but the ending is not pumped up kicks. 0 out of 10. Let's go on.
Yeah, they don't kill everyone.
Yeah, the show hasn't
fucking
ended
cringe.
So yeah, the next show we're gonna talk about is Dance Danseur, which is the gayest straight show I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yes. You just fucking look at how they're drawn and be like, these motherfuckers gay.
It has like the aura of yaoi hands, but with actually good art style.
It is boneless backflip.
I just finished watching the first episode, and I loved it because unlike Backflip, it had good animation.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
I haven't seen Backflip.
The animation is really good. This is Mappa.
Yeah. So like, I've got 2 complaints about Dance Dancer, and they're very petty, which is why are their eyes like this and why are their necks like this?
Yeah,
but aside from that, it's really good.
I don't like the art style, and I don't like, and this is really dumb, I don't like the prodigy trope.
See, that's the thing. I don't think it actually is the prodigy trope, because this is a character, the main character. So the show is about a dude who wants to do ballet from a very young age, but due to gender roles, he's like forced into a more masculine route in life, which is something I like about the show a lot.
Yes, I like that.
It does a lot with what it means to be a man, while also being in a traditionally feminine focus.
It's kind of interesting.
You can say it's about toxic masculinity. It's fine.
It kind of is, but it's kind of interesting how like his dad was a stunt actor and kind of wanted him to be the same. But when he saw his son being really into ballet, he was like, "Okay, yeah, let's do that. Actually, I care about you." But then he fucking dies, so he gets this idea into this. He says, "Oh no, I need to be like that," which is really fucking tragic, even if it's just like a small scene.
But like the main character, he's a kid that has spent a lot of his like early formative years trying to imitate a performance he saw once, and so like he's put a lot of effort as a young child into doing this, and then when his father died, he transferred that love, buried it, and went and did something that also was very physically demanding. So like I find it very believable with this kid that like was really into it at a young age, but like hit it down and has went into a field that has continued to allow them to be limber, would still be able to crank out the jams.
Yeah.
I kind of fucking love that what brings this passion out of him again is a weaponized panty shot that the audience doesn't even see.
That part's great.
It is. Dude, the main girl in this is
like,
really
I don't even know
adorable.
how I got here.
Yeah. He literally got pussy whipped.
Chainsaw Man pacing.
Can't blame him though. She's totally cute.
She is.
True.
I'm an absolute sucker for moles.
I think I'm going to watch more of this, but I'll probably wait for it to finish, just because like anything that deals with a sport or a passion or whatever that actually knows what the fuck it's talking about and doesn't pull a Kuroko no Basket is good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, we haven't talked enough about how good the fucking animation in this show is.
It's
really
so,
is.
even like simple things like just hand motions are so fluid and beautiful.
Man, the fact that actually the opening is from the first person perspective and you watch his legs as he fucking flies across the corridors is amazing.
Yeah, it's so
Yup.
good. Man, I like this show. You know what else? You know what else I really like?
What?
I like Love After World Domination.
I do too.
It was okay.
The show is based.
It is. First off, why is every like female character design in this a 10 out of 10? It's kind of fucked up.
It's great.
It do be like that in the Sentai world. I'm sorry.
So I had no like I went into all of these shows completely blind. I had no fucking clue what this was about. And so when like the quote unquote twist of the premise actually happened, I like it was an actual twist for me. It was based.
Dude, and like that twist, it's really strong. I absolutely love Decimi. So the premise of the show is that the Power Rangers are fighting the evil team, but the Red Ranger and the female lead of the evil team decide to date each other, and they're fucking weirdos.
They don't know how to date.
It's only the 5th date. How could you?
They're dating for like 6 months before they think to give each other their phone numbers.
Yeah. Like, I really like the premise of that, but I had some issues with the pacing of the first episode, I would say. Like, how it's structured, like, they give you the twist instantly, and only then they get into the backstory. I felt that was weak. That kind of killed some of the jokes for me, but with a premise this strong, maybe they can do something more in more episodes, so I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Also, the like actual action sequences that are animated are pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
And I do want to say, like, this, at first even starts very episodic, but there is some semblance of an ongoing narrative.
Good.
I haven't seen more than the first episode yet. So I'll get there.
To not, like, give anything away, at the end of one episode, one of his team members figures out that he's dating someone. In the next episode, they find out who it is, and so they go to fight them because they want to date him, and so they're fighting. So they're fighting for the right to date him, and it's very good.
This dude is an absolute Chad. We haven't talked about that.
Yeah,
You guys
that's
don't
true.
even know how. Like, listen. In the second episode, like, well, no, in the first episode, do they go on the date and he plans the date, or is that
That's not the first episode.
okay?
In the first episode, like, we see him fucking getting jacked, eating raw eggs, and also, like...
He eats a fucking carton of raw eggs.
Yeah, and he also, like, he decides, okay, you know what, I like her, I'll just confess instantly, which is a very Chad move, which I respect.
So in the second episode, he and Decimi decide that they're gonna plan out a date, and she's like, "I'm gonna leave it up to you," and he's all like, he is stressing the fuck out about how to plan a date, and like the Yellow Ranger, who is insanely hot, by the way, like it's insane how hot she is. She comes up behind him and is like, "Yo, if you're gonna go on a date, she's very drunk when she says this. She's like, just do something you think is fun." So he plans a date in which, like, they're gonna go and work out, go to the gym, eat protein bars, and then go for a jog because that's what he thinks is fun. And like, they go on the.
It's kind of fucked up how this show is about Moth and he's not here.
Decimi like dresses up all girly and cute, and they go and they have this date, and like she doesn't talk much during the date, but they're just going about it. He's like, "Yeah, this is so fun," and then like they're in the park at night, and she just walks off, and he's like, "Huh, I guess she's going to the bathroom." And then like the Yellow Ranger calls him, and she's like, she's naked in a spa. Let's go. And she's just like, "Hey, you remember that like the advice I gave you yesterday? I was super drunk. I meant to tell you that things you both would like, not things that just you would like." And he immediately starts breaking down, and he runs around trying to find her because he thinks she's bailed on him. It's so fucking funny.
You know what? That's good. I respect that.
I need to watch more of the show.
And then
Yeah.
it turns out that she was just going to get them both coffee, and she had a lot of fun just because she was spending time with him.
That's fucking adorable. 10 out of 10.
Best game. Best game.
It's super fucking good. And from one super good thing, let's go to another super good thing. Tell me, what do you think about Komi-san season 2?
Haven't seen it.
I only saw the first episode because that's all it's on Netflix. It was pretty good. It's more Comey. Comey's cute. Let's go.
Yeah,
They introduced a new character who is really he's funny.
Cat
I
Ty.
like the joke.
Cat Ty. From the very when we were watching the first season, I kept telling Nicole about Cat Ty because Cat Ty is the best character in Komi-san, because his whole thing is that he also is bad at communicating, but it comes across as him being a thug, and
Also, he's the main guy from Toradora. Okay.
no, it's worse. Ryuji from Toradora, people are a little weirded out for him. Cat Eye actively has an aura of thuggatry around him. He will bump into someone. For example, when he comes to this classroom for the first time, he's anxious about going through the door, and when he finally opens the door and goes through, he bumps his leg against the door, banging on it really hard, and scares everyone in the room. And then it's still for a second, and then he starts walking, and his inner thoughts go, "Ow, that really fucking hurt."
He's great.
He's great, and spoiler for everyone, he's gay for Tadano.
Let's go. There's the part where he walks into the classroom and then he's trying to find his desk. So he just walks in a circle and then stands in the back of the classroom because he can't find his desk and he's too nervous to ask anyone else about it.
Okay, that's good.
This guy.
I just want to ask. No, go on, Doku. Sorry.
So the whole concept of his character is that he was sick for the first day of school, and his anxiety was so bad that he just never went to school for 6 months.
Yes,
what's
it's
relatable?
very funny. And in that 6 months, he just spent the whole time working out and getting buff.
Okay, but is his aura of thuggery so strong that if he would enter a fighting game tournament, it would get immediately cancelled by Capcom?
Yes. There's a moment where a group of the tough kids in class think he's about to beat up Komi, and so they all get up in front to block his way, and he just gets up close to them and he says "excuse me," but it sounds like he says "kill you," and they all just immediately depopulate and sit down.
Kura.
It's super strong. It's really good. If you like Komi, it's gonna keep liking Komi, and just like something else that if you like, you're gonna keep liking it. Kaguya-sama season 3 is so good.
Let's fucking go. Okay, so I've been reading the manga of Kaguya ever since season 2 started, and Akasaka is a really good writer. He's not that good of an artist. And ever since midway season 1, but especially in season 2 and now, A1 Pictures just go fucking ham to elevate the visual comedy of his bits, and it's so fucking good.
Yeah, no, it's... I don't think the first episode of season 3 is as strong as the first episode from season 2, but...
No, probably not.
Because the first episode from season 3 tries to be a direct sequel to the last episode of season 2, which I don't think they should have done. I think they should have just went into it. But the last bit from the first episode of season 3 is so fucking good. The fucking arm wrestling bit is so awesome.
Yeah, and as an example here, in the manga, it's Ishigami grabs Kaguya's hand, there's a panel of his face, going down because he's moving the head, and then he's surprised, and he looks at her, and it's not moving. And in the anime, he fucking astrally projects outside of his body.
Yeah, no. And then in that bit, it comes down to they're doing an arm wrestling tournament just because Ishigami is insecure. and it comes down to Kaguya-sama and student council Prez, and they're both like to everyone else around them, it looks like they're in a fierce combat war with each other, and they can't let any other win. And then inside both of their heads, they're just like, oh, we're holding hands.
We're holding hands. I don't want this to end. Let's pretend we're actually fighting.
And then the exact second it ends is when Kaguya realizes her hand's getting sweaty and she doesn't want him to feel it, so she fucking obliterates him.
Mom's spaghetti. No, but like with Kaguya, this season is going to be insanely strong. I can just say it right now, and so will be the next one. Because this season, the end of that is going to be the Culture Festival. After that, it's Christmas, and both of these arcs are insanely fucking strong.
Oh man!
But also, like as I said, the way that A1 Pictures elevates this is insane. Like the latest episode, in the manga, it was about rapping, and the humor mostly came from the lyrics. Here, they just made a whole fucking music video and changed the ending, just to facilitate for that.
Yo, I can't wait. That's hot, man. You know,
The only thing I know about the show is the Chica dance.
that's from season 1.
Yeah, worst character dance.
What?
Literally
You
the
think
only thing I
Chica's the worst? Are you insane?
I like her, but in comparison to everyone else, yes.
Dude, the
I like
fucking
her funny little dance.
Doku, shut the fuck up. I have to yell at Tid. You think Chica's worse than the fucking dumb brunette bitch?
The fucking dog, yes, kind of actually.
She's fuck you. I'm gonna go to Poland and kill you in real life.
Okay, look. All I'm going to say is Chica is a daughter of the politicians, and it shows.
Speaking of killing you in real life, the executioner and her way of life.
Hey,
Yo,
that's a good show.
The Executioner and Her Way of Life, it is almost my favorite show this season. Oh, it's so close.
Damn.
It's really good.
Do I need to watch more of this show? I've only seen the first episode.
I've seen the first two, and I really liked it.
I am up to date. This show, if you want to know, so The Executioner and Her Way of Life, the premise of this show, if you're just completely unfamiliar, is that it's an isekai in which, humans who get isekai'd into this world have an insanely high magical power. And the magical power can be anything. It's based off, it has their own magic system. It's really cool.
The fact that they detail this magic system and has this fucking awesome motion graphics happening whenever they cast a spell is so fucking good.
You may hear me going insane in the background. There's a fucking bug flying around.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Not only that, but there's 3 different types of, at least 3, maybe 4 different types of magic right now. There's the basic spells. There's the fucking holy magic, which involves incantations.
Yeah, that you need to cast from the Bible, and the main character is so fucking good she can just hold it and she casts it without reading it. It's cool.
And then there's an alchemy that involves magic jewels, which is really cool. That one. Also, there's an evil church in the show. I said it to Nicole when we were watching it. I'm a homie that loves an evil church. If you have a piece of fiction that has an evil church in it, and specifically if it's a super Catholic church, and I don't know why, I'm not Catholic, but an evil Catholic church is peak aesthetic. I'm just saying it.
Look, it's all falls in line with
Bloodborne.
the fucking bullshit that the Pope has been saying recently. So yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah, no.
I turned away for a second and it disappeared.
But yeah, so as I was saying, the premise of the show, humans get isekai. They have a pure concept, which is an insanely strong magical power that they can invoke. And so many people have been isekai'd into this fictional world that their culture has been ruined by Japanese culture. Their language has been lost.
Ruined?
Yes. Their language has been lost and replaced with Japanese.
Colonization in my anime, it's more likely than you think.
And the world has almost ended at least 4 times due to these magical powers going berserk. And the 4 times that they ruin, like, they all have really interesting names. Like, one of the events is called, like, the immaterial box, and I'm like, I want to know what the immaterial box is. What the fuck does that mean? And so, like, the show follows a girl who, her job is, she works for the church, and what she does is anytime someone gets isekai'd, she kills them because they cannot let they can't let fucking Japanese imperialist powers continue to ruin their land.
Let's go. That's honestly, I knew about this premise before I got into it because of some fucking bullshit, but this is such a fucking base take on the entire isekai power fantasy. Like, not only do you actively ruin this fantastical life landscape with your bullshit by trying to import your knowledge and shit into that, but also, if you are this overpowered, fuck you, die. You're ruining the economy.
Yeah.
Also, the power the first dude who gets introduced and she kills, his power is cool as fuck.
Yeah, he has the pure concept of null, which for the most of the episode he assumed meant he had no power, but no, he has the ability to erase things from existence.
Yeah, it's the hand. So what I want to say, it's really fucking ironic. Like, he says, "Oh, I'm just a poor guy. They knocked me out because I have no powers." And the moment he realizes he has powers, he's like, "Yo, I can erase things I don't like." And it's like, "Okay, you gotta go. Bye."
Yeah, no. And that first isekai dude he is such the isekai protagonist, and then he gets killed immediately. It's awesome.
Gotcha, bitch.
Exactly, got him.
Fucking bitch. But yeah, also I really like even visual world building. Like, oh, we got these trains that run on ether, which is they're always surrounded by fireflies, like it's Final Fantasy X. And the main duo of the killer and the girl she was supposed to kill but can't because she has time powers is really interesting.
Yeah.
And I hope it goes places.
Oh, and like all the character designs are also pretty strong, and the animation's really good too.
Yeah.
Also,
and the opening is
gay.
It's very gay.
Oh,
and the
this
opening is by Mealy.
Like, oh yeah, the opening's by Mealy. If you don't know who Mealy is, they're great. You should listen to Mealy music, even if you don't play Project Moon games. I've been calling it Type Moon. Did I say it right? It is Project?
No, Project Moon is correct. Yeah, Type Moon is the Fate group.
I also just want to say. There is a lot. This show uses a lot of terms that it doesn't immediately explain to you, and in a fantasy setting, that shit makes me rock hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like a world I can get interested in. If I'm not interested in a world immediately, and you start throwing shit at me, I don't fucking care. It's gonna go right over my head.
Yeah.
But if you make me interested first, then I'm gonna be down to fucking learn about the lore, which is why I like One Piece.
So from one really good show this season, let's get to another. Let's talk about Ya Boy Kong-ming!
Let's go!
It's Ya Boy!
Ya Boy Kong-ming it's good. It's not okay. So going into this, this is a show about the real life figure Kong-ming from the 2nd century China, from Dynasty Warriors. He dies and gets reincarnated
Spoilers.
in modern day Japan and gets really into EDM. Particularly this one EDM this one girl who's super into EDM and wants to become like a singer named Aiko.
Yeah, her name's
Aiko,
yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, I am going to become your manager, your technician, and you will command me and I will do as you will.
And he does.
And it is like you expect it to be like super goofy and silly, and it's not.
It kind of is, but it also has a lot of gravitas to all the characters and their dreams, which is like really sincere.
Every single like music performance is a JoJo battle. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, like, go on.
The 2nd episode.
Yeah.
is what really sells it for me.
Yeah.
I watched this anime just because I listened to the opening and I figured, oh, that's a fucking banger. Let's see what this is about.
God,
and
that
I was
opening.
fucking
Oh yeah, this is the best opening of the season.
yeah, hands down. And I got fucking slapped from the left field with how fucking good the entire show is.
Tid is the reason why this got put on the list.
Hell yeah, it is.
Tid was like, "Yo, y'all gotta watch this," and I respect your opinion, so I was like, "Yeah, of course." Unlike all the shows Moth wanted to add.
I thought this was a show Moth wanted to add. Oh no.
Nope, this is a Tid original, and Tid was so correct.
Yeah. If you can tell, whenever someone watched it for the first time, they would just post in our chat, "Your boy Kong Ming" in all caps.
Yeah.
Dude. I cannot believe how much Oomphy be vibing.
I love everything about this, like the entire setup of him getting reincarnated in Shibuya during Halloween, so he thinks it's hell is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And the fact that they actually like reference real life history and events and tie it to show business in some way is really interesting because you can tell the author actually thought that through. I can't believe this is based on manga because I don't imagine this without music.
Yeah, this would be really fucking hard to imagine without the music, because the music is good.
All of it.
It's slapping.
It's so
The
fucking
recent
great.
episode, which I have not seen, is a fucking rap battle.
I haven't watched it yet either. Let's fucking go.
I saw someone I don't know if it's from Crunchy or someone else, but like some translator said, "Oh yeah, I've been translating anime for 10 years. This gave me the most trouble because it's just like 192 bars I had to translate."
That's fucking great. I am so excited to watch it. But so the second season or the second episode is, I think, really what sells this show, because it's when he actually like puts together a concert for Aiko. And so basically the conceit of this concert was that she's performing at the same time as like another like big singer who
Yeah, she
has
got
like an
duped
actual
to be like a nobody, so the other stage is completely full and hers is empty.
Yeah, so Kong Min basically comes up with a strategy, like directly taken from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which he was, again, real life Kong Min was a part of. He takes a strategy from that and just does it for this concert, where he like tricks people into coming into the venue, and then they get lost and they can't leave, so they just stay in there.
We'll just ignore the fact that it's a fire hazard, that the exit is not clearly marked, but shh.
No, it's fine.
The fact that this is like pulling from actual Romance of Three Kingdoms makes me excited for one thing, because I know one story about Kong Ming from the Romance of Three Kingdoms, when he had 100 people to defend the city, so he just opened his gates and played a lute atop of the gate, and the other general was like, "This is a trap, we're not going in there." and fucking belts.
They referenced that in like the third episode.
That's they referenced it, but I didn't know that was the like full story. This dude's fucking based.
Yeah.
I know that also
Dynasty Warriors.
I really like. I was linked subs to a Chinese TV series from '97 that is a full adaptation of the Romance of Three Kingdoms, and I'm fucking watching that when it's done. But also another base story I know about him is that he was tasked to get 10,000 arrows or something. So he laid out a boat with straw and put up some straw mannequins and just sailed through the enemy camp, and they just fucking punctured it with arrows.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
3 arrows.
You know they're gonna find a way to turn that into a thing. That's too
definitely.
iconic.
That's great. This show's incredibly wholesome.
Yeah, it's really comfy.
It's great. I love it.
You know what else is really comfy? The last
What?
and best show from this season. Let's talk about Spy X Family, or Spy Family if you're a weirdo.
Hell
Which
yeah.
is it actually?
It's supposed to be Spy Family, but like that's
Okay,
stupid.
so I have been correct this entire time.
Shut.
I don't know why fucking Japanese people insist on putting an X in there if they're not going to pronounce like Hunter X Hunter, 1X Peace, Spy X Family. Like, fuck off.
Well, sometimes it's cross, sometimes it's X, sometimes it's Jex.
I'm gonna
And
cross
sometimes
you off
you
the
don't
list of
say
the
it.
living. Fuck
If
off.
it's Kingdom Hearts, it's Chi.
No, it's key.
Oh, it's key.
You say key, not chi.
I'm
It's the
gonna
Keyblade.
fucking kill you. Spy X Family, the story of a psychic little girl who has a spy father and an assassin mother, and later a dog that can see the future.
Okay,
And
I knew there was a deal
she
with the
thinks
dog.
it's all fucking based.
Yeah, so there's this dude, there's a spy named Twilight, which is a badass code name.
Too bad it was written by books like 10 years ago, but go on.
Hey, don't worry about it. His mission is to infiltrate this prestigious school, and to do that, or to like get some kind of information, and to do that, he needs a family. So he adopts this little girl who can read minds, but she's been told to like hide that she can read minds.
I don't think she was even told that. I think she just does this naturally because she knows she's a weirdo.
Yeah, that's the vibe I get.
No, she was told not to tell anyone.
Was she?
Okay.
Yes, that was
Okay.
like a big thing in the first episode.
Doesn't change much, actually.
Yeah, no.
No, and so
She's like 5 years old, but she pretend like the
she pretends to be a genius by
yes,
reading other people's
yeah.
minds. Which is hilarious because she's a dumbass.
She's so stupid. She's the best 5-year-old ever.
And then the second episode introduces the Thorn Princess Yor.
To your we stand.
Yeah.
Who's an assassin who is also a dumbass.
Who has autism?
I'm convinced that like the final arc from the manga hasn't happened, but I'm convinced the final arc is gonna be Yor gets like the job is given to her to kill Twilight. That I feel like that has to be what happens.
It definitely, yeah. Considering they're like technically working for two opposite governments, this is going to happen. This is Mr. and Mrs. Smith, totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but unlike Mr. and Mrs. Smith, it's interesting and entertaining and funny and charming.
Yeah, fair. Like, I love the fact that they... Tatsuya Endo is the mangaka of this here. Fun fact, he was an assistant of Tatsuki Fujimoto when he drew Fire Punch. So that's a good pedigree hit there.
That's
but
awesome.
I really enjoy the fact that he found a way to like not make Anya overpowered, because reading minds, that's pretty strong. But one, she's a dumbass. Two, the kids around her are also dumbasses, so she can't cheat on a test because everyone around her is panicking. And three, also when she's surrounded by a lot of people, she gets overwhelmed. Which is, yeah, that's how it would work. I really like that.
I can't like understand how much I love everything about Spy Family. It has great animation. It has I realize
It's wit.
It is wit. Literally cannot make anything bad. They just can't.
It has an
true,
opening by official Hige Danism. I fucking love that band.
Yeah, the opening's so fucking. The ending's so good.
The ending's
The ending's really good.
Like
The opening I like much more visually than when it comes to music, but it fits.
yeah. Daisuke Peanuts, baby, Daisuke Peanuts.
Hell yeah.
There's not that
Those
much.
nuts.
There's really not that much to say about Spy Family because it's
Just watch the show.
It's just really fun. It's awesome. Like everything about it is peak.
Like the basic premise is like interesting on its face because all of these characters are trying to hide their true identity from each other because they're actually a pretend family. They're not real.
Yeah.
Well, not biological, let's say, rather than real, because they're definitely a real family. But just the fucking hijinks that gets them into, and how Twilight always tries to say, "Oh yeah, I can't jeopardize this mission. I can't fucking make myself known," and stuff. Actually, he fucking jeopardizes himself on every fucking step because he actually really cares. It's really cute.
Yeah, there's a great bit where, like, in the second episode, Twilight stops a fucking thief. And like after and he does it in the most flashy, over the top way possible. And then like after doing it, he was like, "Whew, glad that's over. Spies have to be inconspicuous." And literally everyone is looking at him. Well, someone's like, "Did you kill him?" It's like, "No, don't worry about it."
Don't worry about it.
This show is like there's just not much. There's not much to say because, like, it would just be listing off bits that we like.
Yeah.
And
Like the entire 4th episode.
I haven't watched the 4th episode yet. I have not.
Oh,
The 4th
that's
episode is so
fucked up.
fucking good, my dude. Like, oh Jesus.
I'm watching it tomorrow with Nicole because Saturdays when we watch anime.
Have fun.
Damn.
Oh yeah, also iconic spread from the manga, iconic shot here that got fucking posted on Twitter 70 million times. Just proposing with the pin of a grenade. Is
God,
iconic.
what a fucking good scene. What? God.
I feel like the mangaka thought of that scene before he had everything worked out because, like, that's such a
Yeah, definitely.
the imagery from that is so peak that, like, oh man, I thought of this. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this cute psychic baby.
Right.
Let's go.
It's very Akotaro. Okay, I've got the ending now. Let's fucking get there somehow.
Yeah, no. If you like anime, here's the deal: Spy Family is so. This is what Spy Family is. This is what makes
It's
it
a
so
psyop.
good. I mean, literally,
It's big
yes,
fiction.
but Spy Family is that once every 5 years anime you can show to someone who doesn't like anime or don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
It's also the fact that the setting is very European/British after World War II when it comes to aesthetics.
Yeah.
That does a lot for that as well.
Yeah, there's like a whole like conflict going on in the background that I don't care about yet.
But also, like, the fact that it's not like literally Britain, it's a fantasy country, makes it a little more interesting because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, just on an aesthetics level, not historically or anything like that. God, I want to say something else. Oh yeah, Spy Family is so good that contrarians have to grasp at straws and start power leveling 5 years old to find something to argue about.
I saw that.
Chris is having a field day, let me tell you.
I saw the dude on Twitter who was just like, man, I hate Anya. This kid's too perfect. Now the little girl from not K-On, fucking
Clanat.
Clanad, that's my little girl character. She's so much better. And it's like, the fuck's wrong with you? Jesus Christ. Literally, like, I
find it annoying when she makes funny faces. Like, fuck off.
I'm just
Go get a life.
I imagine this dude walking up to a 5-year-old in real life and decking them for being a tryhard.
Why are you talking with a lisp? Shut the fuck up. This is not cute.
But yeah, I think we can wrap it up now. This has been like a really good season of anime. If you guys had to, like, what are the shows that if you were to tell someone to watch, what shows would they be this season for you?
Definitely, obviously Spy Family.
Yep.
Gotta watch Spy Family. And your boy Kong Ming. I think those are like the 2 highlights this season, and then probably Execution, or the whole way of life.
Yeah, you got to watch more of that so you understand why it's so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel really fucking dumb now because I will just repeat the list that Doku just gave. Like, Kaguya season 3 is really good, but that's a season 3, so fucking watch season 1 and 2 first, bitch.
Yeah.
Don't start there.
I feel the same way, but with komi-san. Like, I love komi-san, but you have to watch the first season.
yeah.
And I do want to say also, like, I've only watched the first episode so far, but if Trapped in a Dating Sim doesn't end up being garbage in the second episode, that's going to be a really good show. And that's basically been it for this. Has been We Hate Anime. What a insanely good anime season.
Can you believe Moth shot all over it? Actually, I can.
Yeah, no. If Moth were here, this episode would be 30 minutes longer, and it would just be us yelling at him to shut up.
I can't yell. My wife is sleeping. Please don't make me do this.
We're sorry we couldn't bring you that episode because scheduling's a bitch.
It is.
Actually, you know what? Just for good measure, in advance, let one for the posterity. Moth, shut the fuck up. Okay.
Shut the fuck up, Moth.
Kill yourself now.
そんな優しくしないでどんな顔すればいいの積み重ねたことはで見えないよ君の横顔 した